Guys, my name is Irvin Chauke, performance coach, author of a book called Success Psychological. In this wonderful video, just want to share some of the tips with the matriculants. And the reason I'm doing this is because something that I've experienced myself. I mean, I'm not like the president of our country, which you can sometimes say that I know how does it feel for the matriculants, and you've never been there, but I know myself. I'm just sorry about the past like that. It's something that I experienced myself. I did my matric when I was during the year 2011, and I graduated from a school called Jumingon High School in the village called Dumela in Malamlele. And you see, it was so much critical for me and painful for me at the same time, because you see, that's the year which I felt much of the pain, like not just not just physical but psychological for one reason. The fact that I need to do something for my life, and I thought like my life is having a better purpose or something that I can able to do. But you see, the education which I was receiving, or the teaching and the lesson which I was receiving, I thought like they're the ones which I thought I deserved. And you see, I think that's the year which had so much more meaning in my life for major reason. And that reason, one of the major reasons could be the fact that I was able to do something by myself. I mean, I say this with humility. The lowest marks that I have on my statement is 58. I mean, I'm coming from rural areas, and it's something that I've tried. I mean, compared to people, some people are coming from good school, and taking into consideration the condition that I've been suspended to or disposed to. So I try by all the means, with the help of my friends, and to really try to push myself and to do what I thought like would be beneficial to me. But there's something that you must know, and you're able to engrave it in your heart, on your system. You see, it does not matter the kind of circumstance that you have been raised to, whether in your family or whether in the school system. But you have to know that ultimately it's you and the results. So which means when you're going to stand one day on the queue, maybe to higher institution, which means universities, whether University of Cape Town, University of Johannesburg, or China Institute of Technology, whatever university might be, you must know that it's your results and it's your life. And that's what you have to understand. And for me, that's what changed my life, because you see, the moment I understood that it's my results, it's my life, then if my life does not change, then nobody's going to change me, and no one is going to help me to change the result. And that's what changed my life. So that's the realization of knowing that it's me and it's my results, and I'm the one who's going to make it, and I'm the one who's supposed to make it, have liberated me from the notion of blaming someone and say, you know what, the reason I'm not going to get good results because of my maths teacher, because of my physics teacher, or because it's my English teacher. You see, it liberated me, and I understand that, you know what, from here on I have to take the responsibility to know that if this is my result, then I'm the one who's going to stand with this result. I'm the one who's going to send this result to a specific institution, then I'm the one who's supposed to do it. And you see, this is why my life changed. You see, the moment that I understood that it's me that I have to do the work, it's me that I have to do the studies. And this one is very much critical. If you understand and you know that it's you and it's your responsibility, so which means that you eliminate all the energy or the time that you're supposed to spend blaming that this is what I'm not getting good results and all this kind of stuff. I mean, before I share with you something that's very much important, and that's the reason I'm making this video, is to let you know that there's something that it's really changed my life, and I'm trying to understand how I do it. Like even now, I can't figure it out. You see, I failed mathematics like from January until September. I mean, the highest mark that I got, it was 38, and I'm trying to figure out, like now it's September and October now, I got 38, and I want to go in and do engineering, and I don't know what am I going to do? What the hell is going to happen like with me now? I don't understand what am I going to do? But something that I did, and this is what I did. I said, you know what? Instead of playing this game of knowing that, okay, this is the person that's supposed to help me, and this is the person who was not supposed to help me, and this is the person who did this to me, I'm going to take responsibility. So which means I want to think about your life in terms of this. Who is in charge of your life, or who is in charge of your purpose? So you see, if you come to that realization, you say, you know what, I'm in charge of my results, I'm in charge of whatsoever the result I'm going to get. You see, it liberates you from all the energy which you can use to blame someone. And this is what is very much important. That's the first thing that I did. The first thing I did, I told myself, you know what, I'm just going to sit down with myself and break the work that I need to do individual. So what does this mean? So which means if I'm going to do mathematics and I'm having 7 chapters, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say, okay, which chapter is it best suited for me, or which chapter am I good at? So with me at that moment, so okay, maybe it's linear programming at my time, I don't know if I still have such thing. And from there, what I will do is say, okay, this is the chapter that I'm best in. So I'm going to spend my time, less time on the thing that I'm good at. So, but there's one thing that's very key that my friend Sydney Malagi taught me. He said, you know what, if you know that you're good at something, don't leave space to make a mistake. So which means if you trigonometry and you say, I'm good in trigonometry, for those who are doing mathematics, don't say, but in trigonometry, out of 30%, at least I can be able to find 20%. No, there's no space for you to make mistake. Which means now, from now onward, you say that now I'm having 30% of trigonometry. Then from there you move on and say, okay, what can I do? Okay, algebra. So which means from there, that's my challenge. Then I have to work from here. So that's the first step. Be able to break your word into manageable pieces. So which means if I've got 20%, then I should be able to break it into 5, 5, 5. And then it doesn't matter whether you are studying or whatever you're doing. We must be able to break it into small pieces. Then the second thing that you need to do, it's your ability to say, or your ability to remember things, and the ability to do things the right way. Because why is this so much important? There's something that I did when I was doing my matric, and this is very much crazy. I've tested like almost all the Korean papers, and you say, Irvin, so do you mean the Korean paper maybe from 2004? I did my matric 2011. So you see, which means I tried to even go to 2004 Korean papers. So I tried to understand what's happening. But this was so funny about me. I will do a question paper from 2004 until 2011 or 2010 by then, and I'll still fail to do something that maybe is so much simpler. And what was the reason for that? This was the reason. The reason was the fact that I did something, but I didn't understand it. So I'll just test all the Korean paper, but I don't understand what's happening. So which means that if I didn't understand what was happening, every question that's brought to me was something like a new challenge. And that's what is very much critical from you. You must be able to know, you know what, if I do this thing, I understand it. And then I go on. Because you see, for me, my heart was filled with the ego of saying that, you know what, I tested question paper from 2004 until 2010. I'm going to get 100% in mathematics. But you see, that was not real, and that was not reality. What I was doing is what most people do. I was just trying to apply positive thinking and say, you know what, I'm going to go to my garden and I see the weed, and what I'm going to say, I'm just going to shout, there is no weed, there's no weed, there's no weed, and the weed is going to go away. And that's not the case. You know, this one you have to understand. From now, the result that you have got from January until September, until October, it's the person that you have become in terms of the understanding that you have for English, or the understanding that you have for science, or the understanding that you have for accounting. So, which means from January until October, if this is the kind of person that I've managed to be in terms of getting results, or in terms of the understanding that I have for mathematics, or the understanding that I have about anything. So which means if this particular person has not given me the results which I desire in my final results, which means that there's something that I must do. But it's key when you're doing something, or you're transforming your life, or you're transforming any aspect of your life, which means you must be able to come into reality with yourself and you say, you know what, okay, what is it that has been working for me from January and until this time? So this is what has been working for me. So then you continue doing that which was working for you. Then you go on and say, okay, what is that was not working for me? And then you continue to say, okay, this was not working for me. So what do I do? It's that I have to modify it to make it better, or I have to just throw it away. And that's what you have to decide for yourself. This is what I always say. You see, any relationship or any business venture, anything that you do, there's three questions that you should ask yourself. What is the best thing that can happen? And what's the worst thing that can happen? And what's the most likely thing to happen? And you see, if you're able to do that, and you're able to work on those three questions, so which means whatsoever you do or whatsoever you say, it just well suited for you. I wish you well for your studies and for everything. But before I close, there's something that I want to share with you. There's some major mistake that I did, and these are some of the mistakes that I did when I was doing my matric. And what I did is that I used to claim that I know everything, and I think that's the dangerous thing that can happen to any person as a human being. For what reason? For the fact that I told myself, you know what, because I know this information, I'm not going to share with anybody. And you see, this word is so much outstanding. I'll find that even if the fact that I thought that I knew everything and I can do everything, but the moment that I decide that, you know what, I'm going to share the information that I have, I find people who maybe they have not been studying with me or doing anything with me, they're able to help me and to collaborate with me. And for me, the best lesson that I've learned is the power of relentless. You see, I did anything possible for me to get the result that I have. Anything possible, I did it. Anything possible. If it was required from me that someone just say, you know what, I want you to come to my house maybe at 8 p.m. I want us to do this and this. I'll go. Sometimes just require me to even walk, and I will walk. Sometimes require me not to sleep. I mean, this is the best lesson that I've learned with me in my whole life. The power of relentless. You know, my mom should come and bang my door 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock p.m. and just say, Irvin, you have to sleep. I say, I know I will sleep. It's one thing that I always tell people. I say, if there's one thing that I've never had from my family or from my mom, my whole life, and I'm talking about now as an author, there's one that I've never had in my whole life and my whole family. Irvin, when I going to start reading your books? That's one thing I've never had. This one thing that, however, I've had, and that's it. Irvin, when are you going to stop doing what you're doing, and how are you going to slow down? That's one thing. That's how, you know, I'll just stay at school like since 6:30, and I will leave there at 10 o'clock, and I didn't eat anything. I'm just there alone. Why? Because of the future that I was desiring for myself. And the reason I made this, you know, I don't want to make something which will just motivate you and bring you positive thinking and to think that everything is all right. No. You know, this is what I believe. I believe in seeing things as they are and not worse than they are. And that's what we have to understand. The result that we have is the person that you have become until now. And then to get something better, then you have to do something that you have never become before. You have to become someone. I mean, for me, being an author, it means that I had to be someone different. And you can't say, but no, you don't know anything about school. I mean, you're just an author. No, I mean, I'm by the grace of God, now I'm doing my final year in telecommunications. And it's something that I've learned everywhere. That you see, sacrifice, there's nothing that is going to substitute sacrifice. And that's what you have to do for yourself. There's something that you have to sacrifice so to be able to get this. I mean, you're so surprised some people, they spend approximately 24 hours in the social media, but it's not generating even one rand for themselves. And so, which means you must be able to separate that and understand what is that's important this time. Because some of the things, I mean, they're just going to be there, and they've been there since before us. I mean, internet has been there before, and it's going to be there even when we're dead. And that's what you have to understand for yourself. What's that I can do at the moment? And I wish you well for your studies, and I'm just wishing that you're going to prepare well. Then if you have something that you want to talk with me, and something you want to understand from me, and something you want to learn from me, then just go to my Facebook page and check for Irvin Chauke. Or you can go to my coaching page, which is Irvin Chauke, motivational and coaching page. Alternatively, you can send me an email by coachirvinchauke@gmail.com, or you can check me on Facebook as I've told you. Thank you very much.